Hello boys and girls, today we're going to read All Kinds of Families by Sophie Henner. All kinds of families come together in all kinds of ways. Each one is very special, but no two are quite the same. It's the same for animal families too. Here is a family where mommy looks after the babies. Orangutan mommies look after their young longer than any other animal parent, and they do it on their own. They love their babies very, very much. In this family, it's all down to daddy. Emu daddies have to work ever so hard to look after their eggs, and they raise their chicks until they are 2 years old. And here is a family with a mommy and a daddy. These clownfish parents are very, very busy keeping their underwater home clean and tidy for all their eggs. Mommies can lay up to 1,000 eggs in one go. Some families are big and busy, so the older brothers and sisters help look after the little ones. Long-tailed tits live in large groups of up to 20 birds who all look out for one another. In the winter, everyone snuggles together to keep warm. Other families are so enormous that everyone helps to look after the babies. In elephant families, one older lady elephant is in charge. She shares her knowledge with the younger family members, so everyone keeps safe and well. Sometimes grandparents look after the youngsters. Orca whales live for a very long time, long enough to become grandparents. Grandmothers often look after the young while their mothers search for food. There are also families with 2 mommies. Sometimes female albatrosses pair up and raise chicks together. The 2 mommies stay together forever and ever. Little ones who find themselves without a family can be adopted. This family has 2 daddies. Every so often, 2 male cheetahs will adopt a lost cub and raise them as their own. And sometimes family can mean friends and community. Meerkats live in big groups of up to 50. Everyone has a job, either gathering food, keeping watch, or babysitting. They all work together, so the group is safe and fed. Yes, there are so many kinds of families, but they all have one thing that's the same: love. Now you met their families. Let's find out a little more about each animal. Albatrosses in this book are called laysan. There are lots of different types of albatrosses, such as the wandering albatross, which has the largest wingspan in the world, up to 3.5 meters. Cheetahs are the fastest land animals in the world and can run as fast as a car on the motorway, 112 kilometers per hour. Unlike other big cats, cheetahs cannot roar, though they can purr. Clownfish live in the coral reefs in the seas around Australia and South Asia. They help sea anemones by keeping them clean, and anemones help clownfish by protecting them. Elephants are the largest land animals, and the biggest is the male African elephant. African elephants also have the biggest ears. They are the same shape as the continent of Africa. Emus are the second largest birds in the world, and they live in Australia. They have 2 sets of eyelids, one just for blinking and the other to keep dust out. Long-tailed tits make their nest from grass, pine, needles, lychee, and cobwebs, which they thread together using only their beaks. They line the nest with feathers to keep the eggs and chicks snug. Orangutans are our very close relatives, and their name means person of the forest in Malay. Both their hands and feet can grip, which makes them really good at moving through trees. They even sleep high up in big, leafy nests. Orcas are the largest members of the dolphin family, with males growing up to 10 meters long. When they sleep, they only rest one side of their brain, while the other side stays awake to help them breathe. Meerkats live in big groups called mobs. They use their tails to help them stand up on their back legs, so they can warm their tummies in the sun after a long, chilly desert night.